What's up, world? It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King III, and you are now tuned in to A Squared Archives, your source for all things absolute athletics and more. Now, we're in week 3 of A Squared summer season, and man, things just seem to keep getting better and better, don't they? But enough of all that mushy, gushy, foo-foo stuff. Let's get straight to some of our top stories from this past week's action, beginning with special announcements. First up, A Squared's official back-to-school supply drive. A Squared will continue taking donations to their school supply drive over the next few Sundays. And we're looking for pens, pencils, notebooks, backpacks, crayons, markers, paper, and folders. Anything a back-to-school kid might need. So please drop your supplies off at the A Squared tent at Ellis Park on Sundays between 10 and 5 p.m. And we'll be taking supplies all the way up until Sunday, August 27th. Now, I said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. This season, we have 2 official food vendors for A2's Co-Ed Flag Football League. Sugar Mama's Catering, who will be offering her famous freshly made food each and every Sunday. She has everything from jerk tacos to chicken wings to chicken Phillies to nachos, so be sure to check her out in the brown food truck next to the CHA field. And be patient after you order your food because it's made fresh to order. And be sure to be patient after ordering your food because it's made fresh to order. And then there's the bait shop. This is A Squared's other official food vendor, and they'll be making their fresh made chicken and shrimp dishes all season long. So be sure to check them out at the white truck next to the CHA field every Sunday as well. Now let's kick it over to my man Murder to address some concerns that we're having. Murder?
Thanks, Calvin. On behalf of A Squared's legal department, we would like to let you know that effective immediately, all A Squared players, coaches, friends, family members, and guests will be prohibited from parking their vehicles, trailers, jumpy houses, motorcycles, unicorns, or whatever the hell else you're trying to bring out to the field on Sundays on the grass. You have to stay off of the grass, and you can't drive across it either. Now this is coming straight from the mouths of Chicago's finest, Chicago PD, and you know how they do. So don't act like you didn't hear it here first. You've all been warned. No parking nor driving on the grass. I think that about does it for our concerns for this week. Back to you, Calvin.
Thanks, Murder. Okay, now on to the moment you've all been waiting for. My personal picks for this past Sunday's games of the week. First up, my favorite team to turn up with, Up Top versus the Stony Island Sailors. Now, Up Top was battling against its spinoff team, Stony Island Sailors, this past Sunday. Up Top had control of the game from start to finish. There was never really a time that we doubted if Up Top would pull out the victory. Up Top took an early 14-0 lead after touchdown receptions by Sandrell Stark and Janice. Stony Island Sailors responded with a score of their own by Desroy on a 47-yard touchdown reception. Up Top ended the half with another TD to go up 20-8 going into the half. Angel of Up Top kicked off the scoring in the second half on a 59-yard touchdown reception to put Up Top over the top. Up Top was led by Bobby Iron Man Starks with 245 passing yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Chris of Stony Island Sailors threw for 225 yards, 2 touchdowns, but the brother also had 3 interceptions. Guess he is what he is, and that's all that he is. His passer rating is straight trash. Toot toot. Next up is the team we all love to hate, Evil Empire versus Reckless Abandon. Now, both of these teams entered the game with a 2-0 record, and both were among the league's top 5 offenses going into the game as well. So we already knew we were in for a barn burner. Evil Empire started off the game with a 34-yard touchdown to LJ. Reckless Abandon responded with an 11-yard touchdown to Sherrill. Evil's offense came back with a 40-yard touchdown score to take the lead at 14-6. Sherrill scored again on a 27-yard touchdown reception, and Lily scored on a 22-yard reception to round off the half and give Evil a 21-14 lead going into halftime. JD came out and took the lead back on a 28-yard touchdown to Mook. Evil responded with an 80-yard bomb to Rance. Evil's defense got a big stop, and Evil Empire pulled away on a 67-yard touchdown pass to none other than Dre. Both teams traded touchdowns late as Evil was able to walk away with a 41-30 victory. Evil Empire was led by number 4, John, with 460 yards on a perfect 15-15 passing and 6 touchdowns. Lily and Rance both had 100 plus receiving yards and 1 and 2 touchdowns respectively. Number 9, JD of Reckless threw for 481 yards and 4 touchdowns. Mook and Sherrill had big receiving days, with both catching 5+ balls, racking up over 100 receiving yards apiece, and both having at least 1 touchdown on the day. Guess it just wasn't enough to get a W against a team that's seemingly so good, it's evil. As we head into week 4, we are definitely looking forward to some great matchups, including our primetime games, which include Vipers versus Revolution, as well as the battle of the undefeateds, Grab These versus Force. But we all know that the true highlight of the day and night is going to be that rematch of the Battle of the Sexes Bowl, which the ladies took a huge L in this past Sunday. Now, despite Chaz's all-star performance, it wasn't enough to claim victory over the hella loaded men's roster, which included the likes of, we had Bibby, Allstate, damn it, I jumped too early and got my ass mossed, Malcolm, and a mysterious quarterback that, despite Chris's pick to Chaz, Goofy Mob, completed over 80% of his passes, had 2 touchdown completions on the evening, and only did this in 3 drives. I think he goes by the name of, Calvin Leroy King III. Salute, brother. Well, that about does it for us here at A Square Archives for this week. But be sure to check us out each and every week by subscribing to Absolute Athletics YouTube page, going to the website, or by downloading the Sports Engine app from the Google Play or App Store today. And if you got any questions or concerns about how you can make your league of choice better, be sure not to hesitate to reach out to Joey via email at joe@absoluteathleticschicago.com, or you could just hit his line, and the number's at the bottom of the screen. Well, it's been another pleasure serving as your host. It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King III, signing out for A Square Archives. Catch you at the field. Peace.